Right, so European Union, NATO and several countries, including Yemen, issued a joint statement on Tuesday condemning Houthi interference with navigational rights and freedoms amid attacks in the Red Sea. So the statement encourages all states to refrain from facilitation or encouragement of the Houthis. The statement further says that there's no justification for these attacks, which affect many countries beyond the flags these ships sail under. The US has since announced plans to protect maritime navigation in the Red Sea. SABC News correspondent Trent Murray now joins us live from Tel Aviv with the latest. Trent, good afternoon, and thank you for joining us at this hour. Perhaps given the strategic Red Sea routing for global maritime trade, walk us through what's emerging, what our observations are coming to the fore in terms of world peace and international security as we speak.
Yeah, look, I mean, it is such a vital shipping lane, this portion of the Red Sea. Around 12% of global trade will traverse through there every year on container ships and other cargo vessels. And it's extremely important also to countries in the region, namely Egypt, who will connect with it through the Suez Canal. It's a major source of foreign exchange for them. So the fact that it's been so unstable in recent weeks has really rocked both countries in the region, but also those trying to conduct trade, which is why the US has announced this multi-nation task force. 10 countries in total, including the UK, France, Spain, Canada, Bahrain as well, also joining it. And it's really about trying to protect those cargo ships from attacks from Yemen-based Houthi rebels who say they're attacking shipping lines in solidarity with the people of Gaza. We know already the US has moved naval assets to the region to try and shore up those vital shipping lanes, because right now some of the world's biggest carriers say they're just not going there. They're just not going to go into those waters because of the danger. They're instead sending their ships south, down South Africa's way and right around the African continent, which is adding around 10 to 12 days to each journey. A very expensive endeavour, which is why I think the militaries here are stepping in to try and shore up that civilian shipping.
Well, Trent, staying in the Middle East, perhaps you could also just give us an update on what's transpiring with the Middle Eastern conflict in relation to the Israel-Hamas War as we're speaking.
Yeah, look, I think the most vital sign today that we're seeing that potentially some sort of ceasefire may be on the cards is the fact that the head of Hamas, Ismail Haniyeh, has flown in from Qatar to Egypt for talks with the country's spy chief there around a possible humanitarian pause. We know the Israelis are definitely open to the idea because they are eager to get some of those 129 hostages still being held by Hamas in Gaza home. It's still early days regarding today's discussions, but we know these meetings come off the back of similar meetings which took place in Poland earlier this week between Israeli officials and Qatari officials, again around the topic of a ceasefire. The Israelis are saying that they would like to get women home as well as men over 40 and those with medical conditions. I think the fact the two sides are talking is a positive sign, but we probably just have to be a little bit cautious because, like so many other moments in this war, things are very fluid on the ground and it's a fast-moving situation. But the two sides are talking. We may get a humanitarian pause on the way.
All right, Trent, let's leave that conversation then. Thank you for your time with us at this hour. Trent Murray is our SABC News correspondent live from Tel Aviv. Bring us the latest there. We know that attacks on commercial ships in the Red Sea by Yemen Houthi militant group has occurred, of course. We're also just looking at the response there by the United States on these attacks to protect maritime trade. Trent also shining a spotlight on the updates in the Middle East, of course, as we look at what is transpiring between Israel and Hamas.